third. Wait, should I introduce this part? Hold on, give me a second, bro. Let me go ahead and introduce this part so that I don't confuse myself, right? And let me play the intro right quick. I'll be quick. It's the M.O.S, bro. It's been a minute since I did this. All right, let's get it.
Dominoes have fallen, we can't go back to beginning. This existential crisis, the reason I cannot keep competing to keep on living. So it's back against the world, seeing all your value once you dealt with all the dirt. Backing up slowly from these diamonds and pearls, quote unquote. I mean,
you know what I mean? Look.
Fat lady sing.
Now, as I was breaking it down, right, most disturbing mysteries solved by Reddit. It's the effect of collective thinking. As I was trying to break it down, right, I was trying to break down just the final bits of this thing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can go ahead and tap into Visual Ventures, right? That's the channel that's bringing us this video that we could react to. So it's the power of collective thinking. Now you have human beings, right? You have a whole lot of people that be talking like, yo, now groupthink, this, that, and the third. Groupthink is poisonous because now they can use the power of group thinking to program everybody for their own agendas. You know what I'm saying? The people with these agendas, it could be whoever in this example. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, groupthink in the sense of everybody making the very same decision, you know, being on the very same mindset. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's because that's easy to manipulate. When everybody now adopts a sort of mindset where, you know, to do the same thing, essentially, it's like you're basically addressing one mind. You know what I mean? I'm not talking about like collective thinking or collective an environment where the collective thinks together. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about like group think where everybody's just programmed to do this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? In the same way, you feel me? Same way that maybe, you know, 9 to 5 kind of reality is supposed to make you think, or you know, the schooling system or whatever, how you value things, all that kind of thing. Is no, I'm not talking about that, but I'm talking about when everybody can gather within the same platform. Hello Reddit, you know what I'm saying? Solve problems, you know what I mean? Solve problems that literally change people's lives. You know what I'm saying? The kind of problem solving that literally changes people's lives. And that's like the major benefit of even platforms that we may see online. I touched on Twitch, bro. Like live platform chats like Twitch and things like that. You feel me? Kick, you know? Live chat platform. Even here, bro. YouTube, what? You know what I'm saying? Even the comment section. You feel me? I feel like these sort of platforms could be literally valuable to help in the thinking of, let's say, for example, you know, we got maybe a YouTube video, we see, oh, some crazy stuff happen. But what's going on? What is this little? Oh, that's in the video. I thought this was something dark. Okay, cool, right? Let's say something mysterious happens, mysteriously suspicious happens to you. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to solve it, you bring it as a YouTube video. And then now you have a whole bunch of these commentators, right, on YouTube that you, especially if you're somebody who grows organic community around you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about people who do the artificial thing, the artificial bots, the artificial whatever, and then have maybe fake commentary or fake, you know what I'm saying, engagement to a point where, yes, maybe a situation like yours may be a dead internet theory sort of situation where, okay, I may bring an issue to you in the form of a video, but then it's nothing but generic information that goes there. Like, there's nothing that can be investigated with that kind of community. It's a fake community. Now when you talk about somebody who grew an organic community, real people, real this, that, and the third, right, and then you bring something really intense like before them, like maybe something that you want to solve, a problem that you want to solve. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you may be the type of creator that brings solutions to your community, but there may be times where you need a solution, right? They literally can be of high value. You see what I'm saying? Like great value. You see what I'm saying? And it's the same type of thing with this Reddit. I like this video, bro, where Reddit communities can literally prove to be more valuable than like literal authorized investigation teams that are out here in reality, dog, solving things really quickly in a matter of days, maybe in a matter of hours. You see what I'm saying? Especially with that Google Earth segment that we saw. You know, it's what, the Dutch, what was it, the Dutch crime scene. Yeah, the Dutch crime scene, where literally, you know, this lady, it was a lady who was at some sort of dock, you know what I'm saying, like some sort of river or lakeside, you know what I'm saying. And she was on the dock chilling with her dog, you know what I'm saying. And her dog, like, literally loved going into the water, you know what I'm saying, and then would come out of the water wet, you know what I'm saying. So it would wetten the sort of the ground where it was at, where it was running, doing its thing, you know what I'm saying. And so therefore, on a Google what is that thing, man, that Google Maps, Google Earth, right, through the Google Earth lens, like somebody like zoomed deep into it, and then they were convinced that it was a murder that was going on. They were convinced it was a murder that's going on. Oh, why is that? That's blood dripping on there. It's like, no, it's the dog that came out. Well, later on they came to find out that it was the dog coming out of the lake, and it was nothing but like its owner, right, sitting there. Because with the owner and the dog within the scene, within the Google Earth lens, it looked like two people ditching the body, and all that water dripping from the dog, it looked like blood, and the sun, you know, because it's the you know, it's the topographical view. I don't know if that's the correct word I'm looking for. It's the topographical view. And so, you know, how the sun is hitting the scene, you know, it makes the spots at which you know, where the dog is dripping from the water, it makes that, you know, those spots darker, and that may have looked like blood and things like this. Like, damn, bro, you got these people thinking, you know, I know it's parasocial, it's not real. These platforms, they, you know, they parasocial in nature when it comes to like people connecting with one another and whatever. You know, let me see something. Why is this dark thing in my background disturbing me though? Shit right here. Okay, it's not within there. It's like part of the video, but anyway. See what I'm saying? These platforms are parasocial in nature, but like, yo, they can literally help folks. It can help folks, you know what I'm saying. And again, for as long as, you know, we are there not thinking in groupthink in terms of we all feel the same way and we all have the same outlook on life, it's important for us to be different in our specific, like, subjective POVs and ways of thinking and looking at the world and reality, engaging with reality. But it's important for us to all gather together. I think that's the moral of the story here. Okay, that was the wrong one. This one. Yeah, that's the one. Right? It's important for us to, you know, be in the same space, so that when something needs to be looked at within, you know, within the scope or scale of reality, it can be looked at within all types of POVs, bro. I think that's better. That's way better, dog. You know, even to a point where like investigative units and, you know, people who are authorized to deal or investigate like criminalities, you know what I'm saying, these sort of situations and this, that, and the third, like, yo, use platforms like Reddit more often. I feel like, yo, use platforms like Reddit more often. If you're a content creator, or like, you may, do you think the government should, you know, implement things like starting YouTube investigative channels where, yo, you know, that certain sector of government, right, the investigation units and things like that, they bring certain content to the public in the form of content, right, posted on whatever platform, be like, yo, this is what it is at certain levels of the investigation. Obviously start to open it up to the public. Yo, this is what it is, and then, yeah, let the minds that are out there like piece pieces together. Obviously you are professional enough to, you know, distinguish the trolls from people who are there helping for real, and based off of like the initial information that you've gathered from earlier stages of the investigation, you know, prior you opening it up, you know, for the public, working with that information and then working with the public, and then seeing which pockets of public, you know, people like can really connect to this thing authentically, because this kind of connects when we consider this comment and this then that's, I feel like that's something to seriously consider, dog. Do you think it would make sense? Put it in the comments, and if you don't think it'll make sense, put in the comments like why you think it wouldn't make sense. But I think, you know, like platforms like Reddit, bro, man, come on, man. Let platforms like this help public servants, government servants and things, like law enforcement servants type shit, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it could go a long way. Seriously feel like it could go a long way, right?